Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. This one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the GeForce RTX 3080 Ti in Cyberpunk 2077 or Cyberbug. If we see some bugs, it's Cyberbug, okay? So this one is the Founders Edition model of the card. We are, of course, running it with the latest Nvidia drivers at the time of recording this video, which are 511.79. I'm not manually overclocking it, and over here in Tech Power Ups GPU-Z, you can check out all of the GPU specs. We're using resizable bar enabled right there, as you can see, 12GB GDDR6X, and yeah, all the usual 3080 Ti stuff. Over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 9 5900X and 32GB of RAM. That's 3200 MHz CL14, and let's get right into the game, shall we? First of all, let's go through the settings. We're playing at 1080p resolution, and we're also going to test this one at 1440p, 4K, and 8K resolutions. It's going to be fun, guys, and starting off at 1080p, we're using the high settings, and of course, we're also going to utilize like the ultra settings and some ray tracing options right here. So starting off at high, just going to disable motion blur right there, and the reason why I want to test high settings is because high settings still looks really good and it performs pretty well, at least on 3080 Ti. DLSS is turned off, but we're also going to test that one as well. And over in the gameplay tab, we're running using these settings. Let's do this. All right, so oh my goodness, that's just crazy. Damn, all right. It dropped though. What the hell is happening here? We were seeing 150s and 60s and now 110s. Now we are actually CPU bound at the moment. As you can see, GPU utilization is not maxed out. So if you pair this card with like an i7 12700K, for example, you should extract a little bit more coming from the RTX 3080 Ti. So let's get out of here. This is not really a very intensive area, and let's make our way to a very intensive area, shall we? So out here, this is not intensive whatsoever, and we're getting 150s. That's just crazy. It just goes to show you how overkill this graphics card is for 1080p gaming. It can actually play Cyberpunk 2077, an extremely intensive title with 100 plus frames per second all of the time on high settings. And the GPU is not even being utilized properly. Like, it's at 50 to 70% usage most of the time. That's just crazy, guys. Wow, this is insane. Now, we are dropping into the 80s, and I wonder, is this gonna be a more CPU-intensive area or GPU-intensive area? Okay, so it seems like it is a bit more CPU-intensive than GPU-intensive. So once again, if you have a 12700K in this particular area right here, you're gonna see more FPS. God damn it. Okay. Alright, people. They're gonna explode my car, aren't they? Alright, I think that's enough for the 1080p high settings. I was just curious to see what kind of FPS you could get with a GPU like this one. Now, enabling DLSS. This is FSR, DLSS. Yes, okay. What is this? Oh, sharpness. You can actually adjust the sharpness now using DLSS. That's interesting. Enabling DLSS makes it run exactly the same with even lower GPU utilization. So the FPS will be the same here at the 1080p high settings. As you can see, not really much of a difference there, right? And it actually looks really good here in this game. So maybe I would enable it just to clean up the image a little bit. Anyways, let's move on to like ultra settings here at the 1080p resolution with no DLSS for now. And on ultra, as you can see, it got a little bit, just a tiny bit softer without DLSS. You might have a little bit more detail with DLSS enabled, now that I think of it, at 1080p resolution at least, on ultra quality. Now, we are seeing a little bit higher GPU utilization finally, but FPS are still super similar to what we saw at high settings, aren't they? Yeah, the GPU, the 3080 Ti, still has like 15 to 20% left in the tank most of the time, so you should get even higher FPS once again if you pair this card with a faster CPU. Now the 12th gen stuff will get maybe like 10 15 maximum FPS more than this, but yeah, the major differences will probably come from the next generation of CPUs. I can't wait to see those and finally upgrade the 5900X probably. Also, I just remembered, where is Bob? That's Bob. Thank you so much, buddy. This guy is my best friend. He killed Bob. Get over here, Bob. No, you're not gonna save yourself. Thank you. Oh, yes, he still jumps after he's dead. He's dead, right? No, he's not dead. How are you not dead, Bob? Come on, buddy. You're not my buddy, by the way. Just die already. Is he dead now? Is he? Oh, boy. Oh, the car is gonna explode. I wish it stopped on top of Bob anyway. Oh, boy. Okay, all right. We need to move on from here. So if you want a 1080p ultra settings experience, if for some reason you have a 1080p monitor with a 3080 Ti, by the way, I think that's a bit of a waste of the GPU, you know? If you're playing at 1080p, you should buy like a 3060 Ti, 3070 maximum, and I still think those GPUs are better aimed at 1440p gaming. Please, I wanted your car. God. Damn bastard. Should we enable some DLSS now? Let's do that. So quality DLSS and the sharpness at 0.05. And again, it is slightly sharper, and we do see a little bit of a difference now because we weren't CPU bound all of the time, like 100% of the time at the 1080p ultra settings. So now we will be, because DLSS puts less strain on the GPU. Yeah, you can see 60% usage. Basically, I think you're gonna see similar FPS to what we saw at high settings, 1080p res, using DLSS here on ultra settings. So it's still pretty good and very sharp and detailed. And once again, I think this looks just a little bit clearer than native resolution at 1080p. And I'm running a 4K monitor, so that might be part of why I feel like it's a little bit sharper and more detailed. But yeah, you can see that there was a little bit more detail in that, for example. Take a look at it. We don't have DLSS right now, and if I enable it on quality here, yeah, you can see, right? It does have a little bit more detail. It's very slight, but it is noticeable at times. So yeah, enable DLSS even if you are CPU bound. So let's disable DLSS now and use the ray tracing Ultra preset here. I think we're going to use the Ultra preset for the 1080p res. It actually uses DLSS by default. I think you should use it anyways. You know what? Let's leave that enabled. And we got some motion blur. I got to disable that. Here we go. All right, so no motion blur. I don't like that to be on auto, so I'll set it to quality because I know that quality looked pretty damn good. And look at that. Using ray tracing with DLSS quality, by the way, every single other setting is set to the Ultra Settings preset, and it's still a really smooth and playable experience. Look at this. Super nice. This is amazing, guys. Wow, I've never played this game before with ray tracing and 60 plus all of the time FPS, you know. So this is incredible to me at the moment. This is the first time I'm experiencing this. Although it's 1080p, so not really that detailed, but yeah, it's amazing what the 3080 Ti can do. I can't wait to see the next generation. There are rumors saying that even the 4060 will get higher ray tracing performance than a 3090, dude, and that's just crazy to me. So over here in this demanding area, we're still in the 60s and 70s, and GPU utilization is not maxed out. Once again, I wonder if it's like the ray tracing cores that are maxed out and preventing the GPU from reaching 99% utilization, or maybe it's the CPU that gets even more god damn it, utilized here using ray tracing. I don't know what it is, but yeah, the GPU usage is not maxed out at the moment. That's pretty interesting. Now, would I utilize ray tracing in this game? Honestly, if I was playing this game at 1080p resolution, I would probably use ray tracing. This is a single player title, you don't need a high refresh rate, and it's always above 60 FPS all of the time anyways, like this, so why not utilize some ray tracing, use some DLSS on quality, which makes it look better than native res in this game, and yeah, have fun like that. It's just a really nice experience. But once again, I don't think a lot of people have 1080p monitors with the 3080 Ti. Here we go, 2560 by 1440. These are the high settings without DLSS or motion blur. And okay, so 1440p does look noticeably better and sharper and more detailed than 1080p, even using DLSS, guys. Like, I can clearly see a much higher amount of detail at this resolution, and it looks way better. And look at that. If you are into the high refresh rate experience for some reason in Cyberpunk 2077, you can actually have that at native 1440p resolution. Oh, gosh damn it. This car just doesn't turn, yeah? It's the car's fault, not me. Yeah, look at that. It's still not like a very high refresh rate all of the time. For that, you will need a better CPU, but it's pretty damn smooth, guys. Even if you have like a 144 Hz, 165 Hz monitor, basically a high refresh rate monitor, it's gonna feel buttery smooth at 100 FPS on average, more or less. So yeah, it's just it doesn't even stop, guys. This car sucks so much. Now this is a very nice car, young lady. Ooh, what is this? Very interesting engine that you have there. Thank you very much. Can you please... Why can't I take control? What is happening? Please! It's Bob, isn't it? I know it's Bob, you bastard! Ah, we gotta follow him. Where is he going? He's probably gone at this point, honestly. Oh, what the hell? We were traveling at the same speed as the bullet there. That was weird. Why are bullets so slow in this game? So they can track people, maybe. Ooh. Yeah, that's interesting. And we finally found Bob, the bastard. Let's do this. Yeah, I guess it's getting, what, around the same FPS as 1080p high once again, because GPU is not maxed out. Yeah, I wish we could actually shoot while inside of the car, like in GTA 5. Can I use the boost in this car? Oh, Bob! No, I'm not gonna F off. Come on, I want to get out. Let's go, V. Is he dead? Is he dead? He's not moving anymore. He is dead. Nice. Finally, I'm gonna grab your car. What the hell is happening? Please, I want... Okay. Cyberbug. See that, guys? It was Cyberbug after all. Alright, let's go. Let's see if Bob's car is good or not. Thank you very much, people. This was a very nice car crash for me, not for everybody else. Oh, actually, the demanding area is in that direction. Wow, this turns really well. I like this car. Look at that. Looks like a tank almost. Anyways, the 1440p experience here is absolutely great. It's high refresh rate sometimes. Sometimes it gets down into like the 80s, but it won't really drop from that. I think it's a really good experience here. I would probably still utilize higher settings because there's a little bit of room left. All right, let's see ultra settings now without DLSS. Just gonna disable motion blur and 1440p resolution. And look at that, we're finally GPU bound. 97% usage on the GPU. This is great. Okay, will it drop from 60 though? Because we're getting lower 70s at times. Yeah. Oh, see that? This car is so much better, guys. The other one sucked so hard. That's what she did. No. Forget it, guys. All right, the car is on fire. Oh, what the hell just happened there? I think somebody crashed against something. Anyways, pretty damn good, isn't it? I mean, this might be a very good and a very compelling option to play this game with the 3080 Ti. You get 60 plus basically. We haven't really seen the most intensive area yet, but I don't think it will drop, guys. And of course you get the visuals of ultra settings without ray tracing, which might be a bit of a bummer for some of you that are really into it, but hey, we still got the option to go to ray tracing with DLSS, and that will probably look really good still. Also, we should definitely test the DLSS here at the 1440p resolution, because it will probably look a little bit better now. Oh boy, no, it's gonna explode. Get out, V. Okay, there we go. Where is Bob? Where is that bit? No, you're not Bob. Get out. Alright, so much better to play this game at 60 plus FPS. Last time around, I think I played it with a Ryzen 3 2200G, and it was terrible compared to this. It was really bad, guys. Alright, let's go. No, I wanted your car, you bastard. Alright, we're screwed now, probably. Lots of police after us. Do they have, like, levels or something? Because the other ones died with a shot to the head, and these aren't dying. These are taking way longer to die. We are definitely gonna die, by the way. Alright, this is bad. Okay, please stop spawning around. I would like a moment of peace. Well, I guess I had it now. Oh no, we're back to this car? Are you kidding me? Why? Oh boy. Okay, anyways, let's enable some DLSS now. Not this. Also, I'm curious. Let's see FSR on ultra quality. Looks pretty good. Yeah, damn. This looks really, really nice, actually. I can see some more aliasing than at native resolution, for sure. Take a look at those things there, for example. And we're getting 134 FPS there. Let's disable it and see it without anything. Just a little comparison here. So those things are still a little bit shimmery and a little bit less aliasing there, but there is still a little bit of aliasing. And we're getting 100 FPS, so about a 34% improvement coming from FSR there. And now DLSS on quality. Let's see. Oh, so DLSS actually gets less FPS, at least on quality, compared to FSR. But that is not shimmery at all right now. It's pretty damn good looking, although that thing at the left looks pretty weird. I don't know what that is, but yeah. And there is no aliasing whatsoever looking in that direction. So it definitely makes it look better, although it is more intensive than FSR. So FSR still has something going for it. And it's a noticeable difference, actually. 134 compared to 111. It's sizable. Anyways, let's keep on going here using DLSS on quality at 1440p ultra settings. A little bit better visual fidelity than the default native resolution. Okay. And okay, so now GPU utilization is fluctuating a little bit, so we're not GPU bound all of the time. I don't think we were either at like native res. Maybe we were actually. But yeah, most of the time it's still in the upper 90s of utilization there on the GPU side of things. You know what? This is perfect because these people died with a car crash, actually with a post crash or this thing crash, yes. So we can grab their car and not commit a crime, right? Exactly, perfect stuff. Look at this. And now we got a companion there. Hello, how's it going? She's sleeping, not dead. Now we're about to commit a crime because Bob is just standing there. Okay, go away, Bob. Go away. You're dead, I think. No, he's not. Why does Bob take so long to die in Cyberbug, guys? I don't get it. So we're getting 90s, 100s around here, 80s at times, CPU bound in this area, and that's it, guys. Pretty solid and smooth experience, and if you want to play the game at 1440p without ray tracing, I think this is a way to go. You gotta enable DLSS. You get a little bit more FPS, like 10 to 15% more frames and better visual fidelity, so why not use it, right? So this is the ultra settings with ray tracing medium, and ray tracing on medium doesn't have ray trace reflections, so I guess we're gonna go with ray tracing ultra anyways. Turn off motion blur right there because that enables reflections. Ray traced lighting, yeah, I guess that's the way to go with the 3080 Ti, right, guys? So alright, looking pretty good, but a little bit soft, I can tell you that. Might be because of my monitor being 4K and we're playing at 1440p, but yeah, let's use quality DLSS. Yeah, maybe it was using like balanced DLSS instead of quality there on auto. It is looking pretty good now. Okay, not bad whatsoever. Around here we're getting 60s. Does it drop though? It might drop in slightly more intensive areas than this in the map, by the way. But still, for a single player title, it's pretty good, and you can always overclock the card a little bit, or if you get like a Supreme X edition of the card, for example, or an Asus Strix version, they will already come overclocked out of the box, and you'll get slightly higher FPS, so you won't really drop from 60 anymore. Yeah, this is still a pretty solid experience, honestly. And if you have a native 1440p monitor, balanced DLSS will still look perfectly good. I actually played a lot of Cyberpunk 2077, testing like these videos and stuff with the 3060 Ti, for example. And balanced DLSS on a native 1440p monitor looks pretty damn close to quality DLSS. I gotta tell you that. Maybe it doesn't look close here with 27-inch 4K monitor, but it does look very, very nice indeed on an 801440p. 69 FPS average right there. That's absolutely beautiful. Insanely good results here, guys. Gosh, so sorry, people. So sorry. This is just, it's bug. It's Cyberbug. Look at that. Look at that. We got another one. Can I actually hit people with that? I can. Really gorgeous and enjoyable experience if you want the ray tracing technology enabled. This is it, guys. This is a very, very nice option. Slow. I am slow here. I'm gonna stop, actually. I got a dead person in my car, and you guys just don't care at all, right? So weird. All right, 3840 by 2160, 4K resolution now, using the high settings with no motion blur. Here we go. Can we get 60 plus? Oh boy. Okay, so you actually need DLSS enabled to get 60 plus at 4K high. Let's kill Bob, by the way. Goodbye, Bob. If you're not dead with that. He's not dead with that. How are you kidding me? Is your chair made of like titanium or something? Oh boy. Are you dead now, Bob? Please be. Okay, he's dead now. All right. All good, guys. All good. So 4K, of course, is a massive resolution compared to 1080p or 1440p. Goodbye, police. Are they dead? They're not dead. How do they not die? Anyway, let's get out. Why would you do that? Why? Now, I can tell you that this is looking extremely gorgeous on a 4K panel, guys. It is super sharp and super detailed, and high settings look amazing here. Unfortunately, we don't get 60 plus all of the time. Not even 60, actually. This is a less intensive. Yeah, now we get 60s because this is really, really not intensive. I want to see it with DLSS here, okay? Maybe that will be doable here, not ultra performance. Let's set it to quality. Oh, man. It looks pretty much the same, and we're getting 90s. What? Are you serious? That's just an insane jump. Holy crap, like a 50% jump coming from like no DLSS to DLSS quality at 4K high. Wow. What a crazy difference in frame rates, and what a not so crazy difference in visuals. Like, I can't really tell the difference, honestly. Damn, this is super impressive. This is the way to go, by the way, if you want a smooth, buttery smooth, basically, experience here in Cyberpunk with a 3080 Ti. Oh boy, no, sorry people, sorry. Wait, okay, thought that one died for a second. What fell on top of him? Oh boy, this is so weird sometimes. Okay, I think it's time for us to change cars, right? What is this, by the way? What am I? What the? How did I get here? I don't get it. I really don't get this game sometimes. Well, most of the times. Alright, there was an assault going on here, so we gotta protect the civilians, because that's what we do when we're not killing them. Yes. I'm a good person, alright, guys? Oh boy, no bullets. No, I missed. Where's my health? I might be dying here, guys. Alright, let's go. You're not gonna F him up. Alright, there we go. Oh, they actually killed the person that was standing here. That sucks a little bit. I was gonna save him so I could rob him instead of them. But, well, he's dead now. He's not gonna know that I robbed him. 69 1% lows, by the way. Perfect stuff. Let's get out of here. What happened here now? What the... 4K, high settings with DLSS quality. We can get 60 plus 100% of the time, basically. Pretty impressive, considering the visuals that we're seeing right now. Really, really nice, guys. All right, so let's move up to Ultra. Yeah, so Ultra, no motion blur, and it's gonna be rough here. Oh boy, 30s. Damn, that's very intensive. Holy crap, dude. The difference. We were getting like 50 FPS at 4K high, native. And we're getting 30s now. At least it's still a 30 plus FPS experience all of the time, but damn, is this intensive. Holy crap, I don't really recommend anybody with this GPU to play like this. Enable some DLSS here, please. That will probably fix everything for you. Oh, yes. All right. 40s, not too bad. Much better. But I still think that we should aim for a lower DLSS setting there. Oh, boy. Wait a second. I want your car. Your car is beautiful. Please come over here. God damn it. Where is it? No, get away from me. The other guy ran over somebody. Oh, he's dead. Oh, my God. What happened now? What the hell? I am so confused. Oh, man. All right. How did you die? Thank you so much for your car. This is exactly what I wanted. Gonna do for a good thumbnail, I believe. So basically it's still very playable, but I think if you're spending this much money on a GPU, you want to get 60 FPS, right? You want all of the bells and whistles. So that's where DLSS comes in, of course, and let's try it out on balanced. Can we get 60 plus now? I think that should be doable. Nope. Okay, still no 60 plus on balanced DLSS. Damn, is this game intensive? What the hell? Alright, so at least we get 60 on average now, I believe. And honestly, it still looks pretty similar to DLSS quality and native resolution here, guys. That sunset, those sunset colors look really good. Yeah, I could definitely see myself playing with balanced DLSS at 4K. I could see myself playing it with balanced DLSS at 1440p, as I told you, on a native 1440p monitor. So, of course, balanced DLSS on a native 4K monitor at 4K will look very gorgeous indeed. It's all because of the game's optimization, of course. Most games will run absolutely fine and look gorgeous at 4K using a card like this, even with high refresh rate experiences, but not this one. This is just insanely intensive. It's not 60 plus all of the time, and again, if I'm paying this much for a GPU, it better be 60 plus all of the time. So let's do some performance DLSS. I actually played a lot of Battlefield 2042 with performance DLSS, and I was fine with the experience, although you can see a little bit more shimmering now, for sure, but it still doesn't look bad. It looks like way better than 1440p, for example. I think at performance DLSS, the game is actually rendering at 1440p resolution here, and then it's upscaling it, of course, to make it look better. That's why it looks better here. It's pretty impressive what this technology can do, but you do get a lot of aliasing if you are looking for it. You can still find a lot of aliasing for sure. Damn it, what the hell? I'm sorry I almost killed you. You got a very interesting choice of clothes, by the way. Yep. Let's get out of here. I sometimes forget how beautiful Cyberpunk can look because I test things like the 2200G on it and GT 1030s. But yeah, it does look pretty damn good. And it doesn't drop from 60 anymore. So this is the way if you want 60 plus all of the time at ultra settings. And now let's do the ray tracing options. So ray tracing ultra at 4K. I will leave DLSS on performance here because I still think it's super gorgeous and very playable. We got some motion. Gosh damn it, I wish there was an option to always keep this disabled. Anyways, alright, it's not too bad. We lost about like 20 frames per second. But it's not 60 plus anymore, and I don't think it will be even on ultra performance DLSS, honestly. And to be honest, on ultra performance DLSS it starts looking pretty bad, pretty shimmery, and I just don't recommend it whatsoever. But on performance DLSS it still looks and feels pretty good, so I would totally choose to play like this if you're into 4K experience, ray tracing experience with DLSS. Now, we're gonna die. I just want to do one thing before I die. Where's Bob? That was killing Bob. That's the one thing that I wanted. No! Might as well die, right, guys? And see the FPS drops with the explosion. I'm not dead? What? How did I not die? Are you kidding me? The other reflections from the ultra settings looked great, but these look really detailed, honestly. Look at that. Wow. Oh, yes, this is probably gonna be our thumbnail right here. Look at the smoke there. It looks really great, doesn't it? Guys, I think that's it for the 4K res now. Let's try it out at 8K for a little bit. Maybe like on high first. I think it's gonna run really badly. So this is the 8K resolution, 7680 by 4320. It's 4 times 4K resolution. And we're playing at the same settings here. Didn't change anything. Oh my god. Maybe it's still loading, okay? Let's wait for a little bit. Oh my god. Please don't be like that. Please be a little bit playable at least. We are out of VRAM at this point, by the way. 12 gigabytes of VRAM usage. Oh my god, are you serious? We usually see like hundreds of FPS in this menu and we're seeing 26. We might want to drop the texture quality to low. Right, it didn't do anything whatsoever. Even with the lower textures, it's not possible to play like this, guys. Gonna try it out on low settings then. Low settings at 8K. Alright, so on low, we can get 30 frames per second. It took a while to load there. But alright, we can actually do something at 4K, 8K over here actually. Yeah. It's really bad. Drops into the 20s. That's to be expected, honestly. This is an insanely high resolution. It's 33 million pixels, guys. 33 million. And yeah, you can clearly see that everything looks... Where did you come from? What the hell? Everything looks way worse at the low settings. Let's try like medium settings. Damn, starting to become really bad, but it looks way better than low. And the lighting was still applying there. Did it look better without the full shadows applied or what? Is it just me, guys? It looks really good with the sunset colors. Yeah, I can't drive with 20 FPS. I'm sorry. High settings. Please don't give me 2 frames. Yes, okay. So it's the dying point, basically, for 3080 Ti's 8K high settings. It can't do it whatsoever. It gets 1 FPS, sometimes 2, as you can see there, and that's it. Should we try ray tracing? You know what? Let's do that. Let's do ray tracing on Ultra at 8K res. Okay, this is gonna be really bad. And let's not use DLSS here. By the way, if you use DLSS at the other settings that we tried, it would be playable. Not sure about high though, but you shouldn't really play at 8K, honestly. Use a 3090 for that with higher VRAM. Okay, so it just crashed. Cyberpunk 2077 has flatlined. Let's send a report so they know that some people out there are trying to play at 8K with ray tracing, okay? Maybe they will fix something. But yeah, that's been it, guys, for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one very soon tomorrow. And as always, I love you all. Bye-bye.